The movie opens up with a man who is sitting near a waterfall and meditating. As the man opens his eyes, everything around him starts to move slowly. Soon he sees a girl who comes there and drinks water from the waterfall. As the girl sees the man, she jumps back and defensively holds her sword. The girl name is Oboro and the boy name is Gennosuke. In the palace, the emperor is told about the two shinobi clans, Iga and Koga. These two clans have been each other enemies for a generation, and because of their skills and power they always used to shed the blood of each other. For this reason, a guy named Hattori Hanzo forces them to make a peace pact, and this pact has lasted for 400 years because of the fact that someone can hire them and use them to provoke a war. After meeting in the forest, Gennosuke and Oboro meet in a forest, fell in love. One day Oboro tells Gennosuke that they have a forbidden relationship and they won't be able to marry in this life because they will be the next leaders of the two rival clans. Oboro was the granddaughter of the Iga clan chief and Gennosuke was the grandson of the Koga clan chief. Gennosuke says that it has been 400 years and that he will talk to his grandfather about them. Then Oboro tells him that both clans' leaders were summoned to the palace. Gennosuke asks Oboro to marry her and gives her a comb. He tells her that this comb belonged to his late mother. The eagle named Hei comes there and Gennosuke says to him that you are our witness. After going back to their villages, they start to remember what they used to talk about. Gennosuke remembers how Oboro told him that she had hated the fact that she was a ninja all her life, but now she was happy after meeting him, and even if their love is a dream, she still cherishes it. On the other hand, Oboro remembers that Gennosuke told her that all his life the only thing he learned was fighting and killing, but after meeting her he now knows what it means to love and to live. Gennosuke also remembers that Oboro told her that in winter the leaves in the Iga village turn brown. She asks him how the winter affects his homeland, and she says that she wished to see Gennosuke's village with her own eyes one day. A few days later, the emperor summons the current leaders of both clans to demonstrate the mysterious techniques they have learned over the years. But everyone is soon shocked by their skills as each of the clan representatives easily defeats a large number of the emperor's soldiers. A ninja from the Koga clan easily attacks and unarms the swordsman, but soon he is surrounded by many men, so he jumps and uses some sort of metal kunai to attack them. The shinobi from the Iga clan uses his sleeves and some wires to attack them. Hanzo stops the match as he knew that his men stand no chance against them. So the minister tells the swordsman that his ancestors were able to keep these ninjas under control, so he must do the same if he wants peace to last in this kingdom. After the demonstration is over, one of the assistants of the emperor gives them the news that the peace pact will cease to exist, and that from now on each clan must gather their 5 best warriors to fight a duel, and the winner will be determined the next military commander. After hearing this, both leaders return to their respective villages and they tell their people about the emperor's order. Then they decide to select their 5 best warriors, each with deadly abilities. Among the chosen ninjas are also Gennosuke and Oboro, who know that the day will come when they must fight even though they love each other. Gennosuke, after hearing this, is furious, so he leaves his grandfather and goes to talk to him. Gennosuke says that why should he risk his life because of the emperor order, and why should they kill each other? His grandfather says that they are tools which are meant to attack and kill. Without enemies, they don't have any use. That's what a shinobi is. On the other side, Oboro's grandmother says to her that she is the new leader of the Iga clan. Although she is not good with a sword and doesn't have extraordinary speed, she is still the best because of her will that is like a lion, and also because of her power. She can easily kill anyone by using her destructive eyes. After the selection is completed, the leaders must face each other, so they fight and both die. Gennosuke and Oboro meet at night and explain their situation. Oboro tells him that she is now the chief of Iga while Gennosuke is the chief of Koga. She explains that now their love has no chance of survival and at some point they will have to face each other and fight to the death. Gennosuke tells her to calm down and explains that he doesn't want to go to war with Iga because by doing so everyone is at loss. Both parties will face casualties. Gennosuke isn't okay with the idea of both clans fighting each other. That's why he decides to go speak personally with the emperor. The other 4 chosen warriors do not agree with this idea since all of them were born only to fight and do not know another way to live, but they still accompany him since they know that sooner or later they would meet their rivals. After arriving at a forest, Hyoma uses a device that serves to detect the location of the enemy, and when using it, it warns the others that they are already close. In that instant, they are quickly attacked by Nenki. They all manage to dodge the attack, and after that, they disperse through the forest. Hishiro of the Koga clan is attacked by Yashimaru. Hishiro specializes in throwing needles, and Yashimaru can use the sleeves of his clothes as a weapon. Both prove to be very skilled in combat, but Hishiro ends up being the winner. In another part of the forest, Nenki fights Seaman. Nenki has a fighting style that resembles that of a beast. On the other hand, Seaman is a mysterious person who can disappear and also can take the appearance of anyone he touches. Nenki is not able to land a single blow, but suddenly in the middle of the combat, makes her appearance as Kajero of the Koga clan. Nenki is distracted by her beauty and approaches her, but Kajero has poison inside her body, can kill anyone just by kissing them. Then Seaman finds Yashimaru's body and takes his appearance, which allows him to sneak between his enemies. This leaves the Iga clan with 3 ninjas while the 5 from Koga are still alive. Meanwhile, Hayoma, who can know the location of the enemy, finds the 3 remaining ninjas of Iga. One of them is Tanzan. He is distracted so he can be an easy target, so Hayoma takes advantage and attacks him from behind and kills him. After doing this, he heads to attack the remaining 2, but Harubai uses his special technique, making a big amount of insects surround Hayoma. Then Tanzan, who is said to be immortal, gets up from the ground and kills Hayoma. Tanzan looks at Gennosuke as he was about to attack him, but Kajero saves Gennosuke. When they were walking, she throws herself at Gennosuke and tells him that she knew why he was avoiding fighting. He loves Oboro and says why doesn't he choose anyone from his village. She is about to kiss Gennosuke, but Gennosuke says that was she trying to kill him. Kajero says that since childhood she was practicing poison, because of which her body was full of it. Although she wanted to live like a normal woman, she can't be with any man. If she marries someone, that person will die, so her life purpose was to die on the battlefield as a shinobi. She says that if she had to die, she would rather die with someone she loved, meaning she loved Gennosuke. But as she was about to kiss him, she stops and says that she can't do it. Gennosuke says, why to die when you can live? Kajero says to Gennosuke that no matter what happens, don't forget that he is the chief of Koga now, so in the end, he must do what he is meant to do. The next day, Seaman, who still has the appearance of Yashimaru, travels with the ninjas of the Iga clan without revealing his true identity. Upon reaching a town, they are attacked by Kishiro's needles, but all his attacks are blocked by Tanzan. Seaman takes advantage of the situation created by his companion and tries to kill Oboro, but does not succeed and dies at the hands of Tanzan. Kishiro throws needles at Oboro, but Harubai defends her and receives the attack instead and dies. Kishiro decides to escape by riding a horse, and Oboro pursues him. After reaching him, she does not hesitate to use her deadly technique, which consists of destroying all the bones and organs of her victim just by using her eyes. After Kishiro's elimination, there are only 2 ninjas left from each clan. During the night, Tanzan and Kajero face each other. Tanzan manages to kill her with a single attack, but this one, who is believed to be immortal, dies from her poison. Gennosuke sees her die, and when trying to help her, he is attacked by a group of ninjas sent by the Emperor. Since his true objective is to eliminate both clans, he manages to defeat them easily using the technique that allows him to see all the movements in slow motion. Now only 1 survivor from each side remains, and when they meet, Oboro says to him that there was no other way. Many have died and their love was nothing but a dream. Gennosuke tells Oboro to attack him, but she hesitates a lot. Gennosuke yells at her and she finally comes to attack him with a short sword. Instead of trying to save himself or attacking, Gennosuke lets his beloved Oboro kill him so she can survive. While he was dying, he hugs her and says that he was happy because they met, and he asks her to save the people of both villages. On the other side, Emperor men start to attack Koga and Iga villages. Oboro, being the only survivor, goes to see the Emperor to give him the news. Hanzo tells the Emperor that Oboro has come to meet him. His men advise him not to do so as she was not a normal girl, but he still agrees to meet her. Upon meeting him, Oboro reports to him about all the 9 shinobis who died along with the place of their death. She asks the Emperor for a favor, which all of the Emperor's men get furious, but the Emperor tells her to speak and say what she wishes for. She asks him to stop the attack on the villages of both clans, to which the Emperor replies that it was not possible because there can be no peace as long as there are ninjas with such dangerous techniques. He says that Oboro herself was a great danger because she possessed eyes of destruction, and that shinobi are human at once, and at the same time they are not. Oboro begs him and says that the man who united the kingdom knows the value of peace. The shinobi from Koga and Iga villages are human. They have parents, children, and they love their land, but the Emperor still refuses her request. After hearing this, she decides to blind herself. She opens her eyes and plucks them with her own hands. She did it just to show that she is no longer going to be a threat. Everyone is shocked because of this, and the Emperor comes down from his seat and goes to Oboro. The Emperor, after seeing that act of determination, trusts in Oboro, and he orders the attack on the villages to be stopped. By order of Ieyasu, both villages avoided their destruction and lived for the next 260 years under the Tokugawa rule. Soon we see that there is peace in Iga and Koga village, and Oboro goes to the waterfall and touches the snow, but as she opens her eyes were fine, meaning that all that was a lie. That's all for today. If you like this video, then please like, share, and comment. Press the bell icon so you don't miss any updates, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Take care and see you next time.